Abraham Lincoln once hopefully asked a nation, deep in the midst of extraordinary turmoil, to search for the better angels of our nature. Sadly, as we look around the world today, we come to realize that our better angels are in very short supply. But for nearly a decade, for thousands upon thousands of the most impoverished and frightened souls in the war-torn Sudan, there has been a better angel, and we honor him tonight. We are extremely humbled and honored to present tonight's other Gold Medal Award to Dr. Tom Catina, world-renowned physician, global humanitarian, and All-American football player. A dominating nose tackle at Brown University, Tom Catina thrived both on the gridiron and in the classroom, earning All-American honors as a football player while becoming a Rhodes Scholar candidate. After attending medical school and serving his nation as a naval flight surgeon, he began his career and his calling as a medical missionary. Today, at great personal sacrifice, Dr. Tom Catina has been the primary medical provider for thousands of the world's most forgotten citizens in that war-torn region of the Sudan. He's endured enormous hardships, bombings, and has forsaken all of the modern comforts that we so expect and cherish. His sole goal, to make a difference in the lives of others. Tom excelled as a leader, playing for Brown, inspiring his teammates and earning their trust and admiration. And he's continued to use that same skill set today to make a difference on a global scale. Called a modern-day Albert Schweitzer, he stands as a quintessential example of the ability of one person to indeed change the world. And we are extremely proud, as he is, of his roots on the gridiron. A life driven by his faith, by his medicine, by his family, and by a deep desire to ease the pain and the plight of so many others. A better angel indeed. I'd like you to share now with us a video tribute to the inspiring life of Dr. Tom Catina.
You get worn out, you get tired, you get frustrated, you keep going. Those are the words Dr. Tom Catina has used to describe his daily life. It is in those words that you understand the man's true character. Dr. Catina works all day, every day, in a forgotten land that is deeply entrenched in a brutal civil war. At Mother of Mercy Hospital in Sudan's Nuba Mountains, the only hospital in the entire region, Catina is the only medical doctor. Dr. Tom, as everyone in the area calls him, could see hundreds of patients on any given day, many of them war wounded. The hospital has 300 beds, but sometimes there are so many patients they must sleep 2 or 3 to a bed, or in hallways or makeshift tents. From sunrise to sunset, Dr. Tom makes his rounds and performs surgeries. He is always on call. Though the workload is heavy and the pace is hectic, Catina knows no other way. His faith guides him, and his mission is selflessness.
I'm only here because of my Christian faith. I don't think if I didn't have that, I don't think I would be able to do this work. I take the ideas in the Bible and the teachings of Christ very seriously. We're all somehow related as children of God.
Born and raised in Amsterdam, New York, to a family with 7 children, Catina has always carried himself with quiet confidence. Academically and athletically gifted, he attended Brown University to study mechanical engineering and play football. A standout nose guard at Brown University in the 1980s, Catina was an Associated Press honorable mention All-American football player and a first-team All-Ivy pick as a defensive lineman. As a senior in 1985, he helped the Brown defense post shutouts in 4 of its 7 Ivy League contests. His nickname was Catman. On the field, the Catman was described as being more like Mean Joe Green than Mother Teresa. Off the field, Catina was a mentor and spiritual leader for his teammates and classmates at Brown. After Brown, Catina felt called to missionary work. Realizing the mission opportunities for someone with his training were limited, he decided to go to medical school at Duke on a U.S. Navy scholarship. After graduating, he completed his Navy commitment and then began volunteering for the Catholic Medical Mission Board. It was in 2007 that he helped establish Mother of Mercy Hospital in the heart of the Nuba Mountains. In 2011, Mother of Mercy Hospital found itself in the crosshairs of a new conflict. Africa's hidden war commenced as the Republic of South Sudan seceded from Sudan. The Nuba Mountains, a disputed territory, found itself as this war's new battleground. With all other major relief organizations having left the area when the Civil War started, Dr. Tom stayed. In May of 2014, Mother of Mercy Hospital was bombed by the Sudanese army. The bombs landed just feet away from Dr. Tom's residence. Nobody was killed, but the damage was done and the message sent. Before the bombing, the hospital was always a safe place, but now there is nowhere safe. Worn out, frustrated, and tired, his efforts go largely unnoticed, and his risk goes far beyond dangerous. Yet, Dr. Tom keeps going.
I'm content to stay here and throw my lot in with the Nuba people and see what we can do together.
An undisputed and unsung hero responsible for saving literally tens of thousands of lives, the National Football Foundation is honored to present its 2014 gold medal to Dr. Tom Catina.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my great privilege on behalf of the National Football Foundation to bestow our gold medal upon Dr. Tom Catina.
Wow, that's not the usual thing I get when I'm in the Nuba Mountains, but thank you very much. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be here tonight. I want to thank the NFF, of course, for this wonderful award. You know, when I was sitting out there in the bush of Sudan and I got the word that I got this award and I saw the list of prior honorees, I couldn't believe it. I thought they must have the wrong person. I'm just here in the bush and here's John F. Kennedy and Dwight Eisenhower. So I'm completely humbled by this honor. So thanks very much for that. I want to say congratulations to my fellow inductee, my fellow honoree, George Weiss, and to all the National Football Foundation scholar athletes, especially the guys that are pursuing medicine as a career. It's a wonderful vocation. If you didn't hear what they said in the video, back in June 2011, where I work in the Nuba Mountains, became engulfed in a civil war. And the mission group that sponsors me told me that I had to evacuate. The place was too dangerous and I had to get out of the place. So I thought about it and I wrote back to them. I said, you know, I can't go. And they said, well, we have to terminate you. I'm a volunteer anyway, but they had to terminate me as a volunteer. So I said, well, terminate me. I'm not leaving, you know, so leave me alone. And you know, I thought about it afterwards, and it kind of irritated me because I thought, is this the message that me as a missionary is sending to these people? Because what they were in a sense saying was, Tom, your life is worth more than these people here. And I said, that's a bunch of nonsense. Their lives are as equal as my life is. In the eyes of God, we're all created equal. So Tom's life is the same as Joe Blow in the Nuba Mountains. There's no difference. So certainly as a medical missionary, I felt very strongly that I had no more right to life than these people did. Then you fast forward 3.5 years of civil war, of food shortages, hunger, deprivation, disease, and the war is still ongoing. As the video said, we were bombed 2 days in a row back in May. The first day by an Antonov dumb bomb, these barrel bombs they dropped from about 20,000 feet. Second day by a supersonic Sukhoi 24. And as I lay cowering there on the hospital floor, listening to the bombs drop and explode nearby, my first thought was, what are these people doing? Don't they know there are people down here? I mean, we're here. What are they doing? They're going to kill us. And it became acutely aware to me what it feels like when somebody doesn't value your life. The Sudan government, those pilots could care less if we were killed. So I was in the same position as everybody else. We were all laying there as equals. My life was as useless to the Sudan government as the lives of all the Nuba. So I think if nothing else, me personally and the sisters and the priests and the diocese of elevated personnel who are persevering there in the Nuba Mountains, if we do nothing else, if we don't even provide a Band-Aid for people, if just by our presence there, we can convey to the Nuba people that they are loved, they are wanted, that their lives are inherently worth something in the eyes of God, then we've done our mission. The problems there continue. The civil war is ongoing. Last week I got an email from the field saying there were 30 casualties showed up, and it killed me to sit there and not be there, pitching in and helping out with the casualties. I felt like the injured football player in the sidelines watching his team be defeated. It was very painful to get that email and not be there. Problems continue. Our area of the Nuba Mountains is really cut off from the rest of the world. We are denied humanitarian access by the international organizations. We're denied food relief. We're denied vaccine. We're denied drugs for leprosy. We're denied drugs for TB. So this is the reality of our life there. So we are there as a diocese, as a church, as human beings, to provide a witness for these people that cannot speak for themselves. We're there to say, hey, look, somebody cares about you, and we'll keep it up. So I'd like to accept this award, not on behalf of myself, but on behalf of the people of the Nuba Mountains, who are an incredibly brave and wonderful and open and hospitable people. You know, there's a story that my staff just told me. I didn't realize this. I've been there 7 years now. But a lot of our patients come, and I'll ask them, how'd you get here? And they say, well, I walked. Everybody walks. I said, how long did it take you? Well, it took me 7 days. You know, the guy's sick. He's got problems. He walked 7 days to reach a hospital. And I asked the staff, I said, well, where do they stay when they come up here? There aren't hotels. This is in the middle of nowhere. So they say what they do is they start walking from their home in the bush, and they start walking, and when it becomes evening time and they need a place to sleep, they just knock on anybody's small hut, and they say, look, I'm a stranger here, I'm passing through, I'm going to the hospital up in Gidel, can I spend the night here? And they will be automatically welcomed into that house, given a place to sleep, given food, given water to bathe with, automatically, no questions asked, given hospitality. So, I mean, I think sometimes we look at these people as being maybe backward or not equal to us in terms of development. But I think in terms of being human beings and being hospitable, they're way ahead of us. And I think we have a lot to learn from them. So I accept this award and any honor and anything on their behalf. And I want to thank everybody very much for coming tonight. And thanks to all you guys here, and thanks to Steve Hatchell. Thanks to all the Brown people. My family's right over there. They're sitting in there. My mom is, I'm not sure she can understand me. I mumble a lot, I'm sorry. So anyway, thank you all for coming, and God bless you all.